All right, boys, it's back onto the plenum spacer, and here's what I'm going to do. I went ahead and went through and I sanded this edge on the inside so it's nice and smooth. When I come through and actually port match this intake and actually fucking clean up the plenum, I'll get all these little spots. They're insignificant, really, but I'll clean them all up. But they're not in the way of what I'm doing right now, so I'm going to come back to that. So the inside's all smooth, and I went and bought these set screws. I'm going to use these so that I can drop my plate on. And then I'll put little pieces of double stickum tape down so that plenum just sits on there. Then I'll tip the intake over and I'll use a pattern bit. Where'd it go? I'll use this guy right here. So when it's, imagine it's upside down, this bearing is gonna ride on the inside of that intake surface, and that flute is flush with the outside of this bearing, so it'll trim the inside of this perfectly to the inside of this. So I'll have a nice smooth transition all the way around. So let me get this all set up and let's go make some chips, boys. So here I am all mocked up, ready to go. And I'll just squirt some oil inside here and I'll just start fucking taking it off nice and slow. Remember, slow and steady wins the race on this shit. You get too aggressive and you can really tear stuff up. And I don't want to do that because this is like $1,000 intake manifold. So wish me luck, boys. Here she is, boys. I got her all cut. Did a real quick sand. Now, there's a couple small spots where my bit bobbled. I couldn't really watch what I was doing because it was blind inside here. So it's not perfect, but you don't want perfectly smooth inside the plenum anyways. And we'll get to that later. But as you can see, all my bolt holes line up nice. My gap is almost perfect all the way around. Nice and clean. Let me drop the lid on and I'll show you guys. So here she is, all bolted down and mocked up. You can see my gaps are all nice and tight. Everything fits really clean and smooth all the way around. And then the inside, it fits real nice, continues down. That's gonna flow great, boys. And like I said, I'll come through and I'll get all the mill scale and the casting flash out of here and clean all this up. But I'm about ready to call that good for now. And now I can start working on mounting my ball crank for my linkage, getting my linkage cut, mounting my regulator, getting fuel lines cut, mounting carburetors, etc. All the cool boy stuff coming soon.